Good morning and welcome to the morning show. I'm Marshall Shore.
And I'm Melissa Farley. We're here at
the fabulous Arizona Center on this Thursday.
Thirsty Thursday.
Indeed, and not thirsty anymore.
Yeah. Do I look like a giant lima bean?
I was going to say lime.
Lime. I'll take a lime.
So yeah.
Okay. So yes?
Yes, you do.
Great.
You're very green.
I'm like a green Skittle.
Yeah, very lettucey.
Okay. I don't know how I feel about the lettuce thing. Oh well.
You know, but it's like Yuma used to have the lettuce festival.
Of course it did.
And I was like, oh my gosh, and I never was able to make it to the lettuce festival.
Oh, how sad.
I know, because it's like, what kinds of lettuce things do they have? I mean, lettuce crafts, lettuce food. It's like, I could just kind of go celebrate lettuce.
The options are limitless.
Exactly.
Yes.
That's what. See, I'm glad you're buying into this. And then it was like, and then they stopped doing the and I don't think they brought it back yet.
Because I bet like 3 people went.
I would have gone. It's lettuce. I mean, I love like celebrating something that seems so mundane, but it's really not.
I know you do.
And so,
Yeah.
because it is the winter lettuce capital of the world.
I do know that. Actually, I did know that.
So yeah. So there you go. Okay, so let's do your favorite part of the day.
Yay!
Wow. So I was like, where did you study your method acting? Because they didn't do a very good job.
Oh my God! What is happening?
I don't know. It's like usually it just rips off very easily. For some reason, this one was not so easy. Oh, okay. So today's word is ingenuous, showing innocent or childlike simplicity and candidness, lacking craft or subtlety.
What? Me?
No, never. The candidate had perfected the art of winning over voters by playing the part of a folksy, ingenuous every man who is just looking out for ordinary people.
Well, how nice. So be ingenuous, not disingenuous.
Do not be disingenuous, exactly.
Yes. Like me about this word of the
Looking like a
day
lettuce?
segment. I'm a lettuce.
I'm a lettuce cup.
I'm a little lettuce.
I'm a little lettuce cup.
Okay. All right. We're going to stop making fun of my shirt and
No, we
move
won't.
on from my least favorite segment of the entire show and take a break and come back with one of my favorite people that's going to make it all better.
And is going to have a special announcement as well.
Ooh.
Not just a guest, but something bigger than just a guest.
Yes.
Yeah, so you definitely want to stick with us and don't suddenly go flipping to Martha Stewart because you won't hear anything we're going to be talking about on Martha Stewart.
The lettuce says keep it right here. All right. We'll be right back.
Good morning and welcome back to the morning show. I'm Marshall Shore.
And I'm Melissa Farley. We're here at
The fabulous Arizona Center. And it's getting better and better. Every little second. Better.
Marshall is so hyper today, and I love it.
So,
He's like-
well, I mean, it's like we're having a great day.
I know.
I mean, because I'm so excited. We've been talking about this moment for so long.
Have we?
What?
Well, you did while I was gone, I feel like. Is that what it is?
Yes, no,
Okay.
exactly. And so that was the whole thing. And so, oh my gosh. Okay, so our guest is Courtney. You know,
We've
she's
got Courtney back. Courtney
Yeah.
Long. And we've got a huge surprise for you.
Yeah.
We've been teasing it for a while now, but Courtney is going to be joining us for a special monthly segment, and it's going to be called Ask Courtney Love, Sex, and Dating. And so we definitely want people to send in your questions for Courtney. Is anything off the table?
Nothing's off the table.
Nothing's off the
Taboo,
table.
out there, whatever you want.
Okay, yeah, so we are so thrilled to have Courtney in studio with us once a month. And she's here today to talk to us about a couple things today.
Yeah, today's topic is how to ask for what you want in bed and beyond.
Okay.
Because so many people struggle to ask for what they want in the bedroom, and then that translates to also the rest of life. How do we ask for what we want? And if we don't ask, we're probably not going to get it.
Well, that's probably true.
Right?
Yes. Yeah.
Our partners are not mind readers, unfortunately.
Right.
Yep. And so many of us were raised with shame around the topic of sex that when it comes to what is happening in the bedroom, sometimes we feel embarrassed to even ask for what we want because of that internalized shame. So I'm going to share 4 tips for how to ask for what you want.
Okay.
And just even thinking in terms of the big picture, a lot of people hesitate to ask for what they want because they don't even know what they want.
Well, that's what I was just
Right?
gonna say. Like, how do you know what to ask for? Like, yeah. That's
Sometimes you don't know what you're going to ask for until you're there. And it's like, oh, if it was just there. Not there, but there.
Yeah, exactly. So these tips will help you to also know what you want.
Okay.
Even if it's in the moment.
Okay.
Sometimes we don't know till we're in the moment.
I love it. Okay,
Yes.
let's do it.
So tip number 1 is give yourself permission to ask for what you want.
Okay.
This sounds simple, but it's very important, is to know that what you want is important, that it matters. And also, if you feel shame about asking or you're a little embarrassed, just feel the shame and ask anyway. Feel the shame and ask anyway, or kind of like feel the hesitation and just dare to ask, because you're gonna ask for what you want and your partner has a right to say yes or no.
Yeah.
You know, so there's nothing wrong with putting it out there. And for example, it might be that your love language is words of affirmation. So maybe you'd like to hear that you look beautiful or handsome, or that your curves are looking extra nice today. So you can tell your partner, I love when you tell me I'm beautiful. That really lights up my heart. Or maybe you like a certain type of touch. So I'm gonna ask you to play along with me here. Get your arm out, and everybody at home, arm out.
Are we doing hokey pokey? Put it to the-
We could.
Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
So just take your other hand and just touch very softly.
Oh, I already
Like
know
a
I like
really
this.
light caress.
I love this.
Isn't that lovely? Just real gentle and soft.
Yeah.
Do you like it?
I love it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm getting like little tingles.
See, my husband hates it, the soft touch.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Oh, does he prefer a firmer?
Yes. Yeah.
So then let's try the firmer. Just you can kind of squeeze or just even trace, but with a firmer grasp.
Yeah.
Yep.
I like
Do you
them
like
both.
that too?
I like them both.
I like the
Yeah.
soft.
Yeah, me too. I like them both. So this is important to know. What kind of touch do you like? And of course, it could be what you're in the mood for in that moment. Also communicating that to your partner, what
Yeah.
kind of touch that you like. So just knowing what you like and giving yourself permission to ask.
I love this first tip because I can definitely see the beyond part of it, like giving yourself permission to ask for what you want
Yes.
at work, you know, with your
Yes.
family, you know.
Right, see, and that's what I was saying. It's like getting,
Yeah.
I mean, and I can see it bleeding over into other areas other than just.
Totally. And that whole idea that, you know, I think sometimes people take feelings as fact, and feelings in fact are not facts. They're not necessarily true or, you know, have any substantial meaning really other than that they're just feelings, and you can
Yeah.
work through them and, like you said, make the ask anyway. Yeah.
Yes.
And that's so powerful.
It's so true. And I've had so many great career opportunities because I simply asked.
Yes.
You know, one time I was so grateful, I ended up writing on a blog alongside Deepak Chopra and Jack Canfield and Maria Shriver, all because I asked to
Yeah.
contribute to the blog.
I
It
love
was
that.
So simple.
That's so
Yeah.
cool.
Isn't
Yeah.
it cool?
Great example. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So tip number 2 is connect with your body first. Connect with your body first. And what this looks like, if you'd like to play along again, is you can put one hand on your heart and the other hand on your lower stomach and just take a few deep breaths. If you'd like, you can close your eyes. Just take a few deep breaths. And as you're breathing, pull your attention into your body. Just noticing your breath, even noticing the sensation of your hands on your body. And just kind of notice how your body feels. So it's like taking attention away from your thoughts into your body's feelings and sensations. Good, and then you can open your eyes when you're ready. So you could literally do that while you're in bed with your partner, and just take a few moments to go within. And the point of doing this is that when we feel what we want, desire comes from our body, not from our brain. I mean, you might think, well, I usually like soft touch, so I like that today. But it's better if your body is guiding the experience. You'll have a more meaningful experience and fulfilling. So your body might say, oh, I just feel like resting. Can we just rest and cuddle for a while?
Yeah.
Right? Before we heat things up. Or your body might say, you know, I actually am tired and I need a little energy. So can we have some laughter first? That kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. So connect with your body first. That'll help you to know what you want.
Yeah. And that's, again, the beyond part, right, is, you know, you're going into a stressful board meeting, you know, you're going in to do something that makes you nervous, you know, taking that few seconds to just connect with your body, connect with your breath. That's a great level setter. And I never thought about doing it in the bedroom. So that's really cool.
Isn't that cool? Yeah. And the bathroom is also a great place. You know, if you're at work and you just need a moment to yourself to take those deep breaths, just do it when you're in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Have a private moment to yourself, or at your desk, you know, for those who have a desk job.
Totally. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. So tip number 3 is to make it fun and flirty. Fun and flirty. This is really important if you are worried about hurting your partner's feelings. I have clients who say that sex feels more like a chore than a joy, and they don't actually want to kind of correct their partner after many years because they don't want to imply that they're not happy in the bedroom.
Right.
So it's just kind of easier not to ask and just to go along. So that's a common scenario, actually.
Oh, wow, because it's like, but, you know, but I mean, especially in a relationship, it's like as things go on, it's like your needs may change, your comfort, and so it's not uncommon to be like, hey, you know, let's try something different. It's like we've been doing this for a decade, maybe it's time to spice it up a little bit in a different way.
Exactly. Yep, absolutely. And you don't ever have to tell your partner, hey, I never liked this from the beginning. Like, this is not, this is not about criticism.
By the way, for 2 decades, I hated this. Yeah.
So it's not about criticizing. And I also find that it's helpful to not even talk about what you don't like. So instead of correcting, try redirecting. If your partner's doing something that you don't like, you just say, oh, you know what I would like? I would love if you would touch me really softly right now.
Yeah.
Or, you know, if your partner's going right for the good stuff, you can say, you know, I really appreciate that you're so full of passion and you want to get right to it. And oh my gosh, it would feel so good if you would just hold me in your arms or touch me all over.
Yeah.
So the idea with the fun and flirty is keep it lighthearted and just tell your partner what you like.
Yeah.
Like, I love when you do this. I really crave for you to kiss my neck.
It's like an invitation.
That's it.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yep. Yeah. And it just keeps things so lighthearted. And I just had an aha just yesterday. I'm like, I thought that I was really good at asking for what I want. And as I was preparing for today, I thought, oh my gosh, I have so many more things to request. Because I realized too, it is so difficult for many of us to ask for what we want that sometimes we're not specific.
Right.
Right? It's just like, oh, I wish you would touch me all over.
Yeah.
Okay, well then how about being specific of where do you want to be touched?
Yeah.
Do you want your toes to be massaged? Do you like the back of your ear to be touched?
Yeah.
You know, just really get specific. Because basically our partner wants to make us happy. Our partner wants to bring us pleasure and joy. And that's important to keep in mind too. That the more pleasure you feel, the more your partner's gonna feel.
Totally.
Right? Because we're energetic beings and it's almost like we're building these waves of joy and pleasure together.
Yeah.
So just remember that what you want is so important. It's not just for you, it's also for your partner to enjoy their experience more. And I just told a client this the other day. I said, just imagine if you tell your partner, you know, how to really please you in bed. He's gonna walk around the next day feeling so good about himself and so confident, right? Because he really helped to create this beautiful experience.
And that's something that we talk about in business coaching too. It's like clarity is kindness. You know, when you can be specific and people know what your expectations are and how to operate, that makes them feel so much more secure in themselves, you know?
Yes.
And so that's important. That's so important.
Yeah. And to realize people like clarity, right? It does. It helps us feel safe.
Yeah.
Yes. So number 4 is super fun. This one is called show and tell.
Ooh.
Show and tell.
Okay.
Let's just forget all these words for a moment. And this one is when you can show your partner what you like, first by touching your own self. Let's just say you love for your inner thigh to be touched. Just literally grab your inner thigh and start touching passionately. Or if you love for your hair to be played with, play with your own hair. And you could just do it and see how your partner responds. Or you could ask, like, hey, do you mind if I show you what I really like? Or show you what I've been really craving lately.
Yeah.
So you could sprinkle in a few words. Or, this one's my favorite, just gently grab your partner's hand and place their hand where you want to be touched.
Yeah.
And again, back to the redirecting, if they're touching you somewhere that you're not quite ready yet, you could just simply move their hand to where you do want to be touched. And that way it just all stays very loving and no one gets to or has to feel shame or like they were doing something wrong. Just keep it really positive. But show and tell is so fun because usually people love the visual. They'll get more turned on when they're seeing what turns you on. And it's just such an easy way to not have to say the words. You can also use eye contact and smiles.
Yeah.
Sounds are great too. And that's the other thing. It's good to give our partner feedback on what we like, what we don't like. You know, so if you're moaning like, or oh, you know, if you do that every time you really like something, then if you go silent, your partner's gonna know, I don't really like that.
Yeah, that's a good point. I'm trying to think of the beyond for this one. The show and tell. I don't got it.
Well, I mean, it's like, you know, it's kind of, it's role playing. I mean, it's like, okay, you know, it's like, here's what I do, and whether it's grabbing your hand or it's like, hey, you know, let's go over here and let's take a look at the coffee maker.
Yeah.
How do you make good coffee?
Yes.
So.
Yeah.
That's true. Or the walk and talk, right?
Yeah.
Have you heard, you know, during a bathroom break when you need to go to the bathroom, but someone's talking, instead of standing there, you can just start kind of moving your body away.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's walk and talk.
Well, this is so cool, and I definitely learned some things today that I would like to try at home. And I mean, that's what's great about every time you come in, though, is I feel like, and my husband loves whenever we have Courtney on. So.
Well, I think it's a good time to take stock of where do you feel like you have been clear that maybe you could be clearer.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, and I think that's important. I mean, that first point of just allowing yourself permission.
Yes.
And so, I mean, that's a huge thing. People are like, well, I'm scared to ask. And that's true in so many situations in life, whether it's at work, whether it's in the bed, whether it's at the dinner table.
Yeah.
And so.
It's so true, yeah. And then while we're asking, we can also ask our partner, well, what do you like?
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's a mutual thing.
It's a mutual ask.
Okay, so this is exactly the kind of stuff that Courtney is going to be bringing on and sharing every month. And we want you to work through that shame that you might feel and ask for what you want to know from Courtney.
Send
Give
us
yourself
an
permission.
email. Yeah.
Yeah. So again, to do that, you can send us an email, like Marsha was saying, at hello@onthemorningshow.com. You can also reach out on Instagram at On The Morning Show. We're going to film a little quick reel before Courtney leaves today where she's going to invite you all to ask your questions. So we're super accessible. Please do drop them anywhere that you feel comfortable sending them, and we'll make sure Courtney gets to those. So
And that's why it's called Ask Courtney.
it's why it's called Ask Courtney.
That's it.
Right.
And no topic off limits regarding love, sex, dating. You can be really general, like what if your partner likes this and you don't like that? Or it can be really specific, like literally pour your heart out and tell me what's going on, and I'll give you some really good advice.
Now, question, if they're uncomfortable, can they stay anonymous? Like when you talk
good
about
question.
it? Yeah,
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, and let us know, if you want it to be anonymous.
Yeah. And we'll absolutely respect that. These are not getting shared anywhere.
Right.
So you are totally in a safe space. That's something that we always love to encourage here. So you're amongst friends when you reach out to the morning show.
Exactly.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Courtney, for joining us today. We can't wait for the next one. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back after this with the rest of the show.
Good morning and welcome back to the morning show. I'm Marshall Shore.
And I'm Melissa Farley. We're here at the fabulous Arizona Center.
Indeed we are.
We are. That was exciting news about Courtney.
Yeah, so excited that she's going to be doing her own segment. Oh my God. So you want to be sure and send us letters?
Letters?
Well,
What is
an
this?
email, you know, it's like communicate what you want to ask about your love, sex, or dating.
Yeah. But
So-
don't send us a letter. Send us an email, a DM, anything but a letter, really.
Aw, man.
Unless you buy a fancy pen from
Oh, indeed.
from
Tamara.
Tamara
Yeah.
and write us. Okay, I'll write.
So see, I mean,
Fine.
although it's like, I mean, I love fountain pens, but they dry out so quickly here in Arizona.
They do, yeah.
So.
But it
it's
is fun to like try new inks and I don't know. It's kind of a fun thing.
No, it is. I do agree with you there.
You know what else is fun?
History?
Dun dun dun.
Woo. All right, so Horse Mesa Dam and Power Plant out beyond. So you're going to Apache Junction. You're going to keep on going.
Okay.
In 1927, started operating the official power plant there,
Okay.
and it was making a whole $3,200 a day for the Salt River Valley Users Association. So SRP, that's where they're getting lots of power, and so there you go.
There we go.
And now I'm sure we're using a lot more than that.
I would certainly think so. Yeah.
So-
Do you have a current number?
I don't have a current number, but I don't even know if that dam is even still producing electricity. But
That's okay because you're not a futurist. You're a historian. I'm sorry, I took
Indeed.
you out of your category.
So I just looked it up. I was like, where is Horse Mesa Dam?
I know. I was
oh.
like, is he just saying a bunch of words together? When you
I know,
first started?
because I was like, at first I thought it was like Horseshoe Dam, but
Yeah.
I was like, no, there's no dam on Horseshoe. So then I was like, oh, where is?
I know. I was like Horseshoe Bend.
Right, exactly. So I was like Horseshoe Bend. I was like, and then there's Dead Horse Park up
Yeah.
in Cottonwood.
Yeah.
I was like, I know where that is, but I was like, where is Horse Mesa?
Well,
There you go.
Now we
and
know.
now we know exactly
Now
where
we
Horse
know.
Mesa is.
oh boy. Speaking of oh boy,
Oh.
oh boy,
Oh,
what do we
indeed.
get to celebrate today?
Yeah. So today is celebrating the very first U.S. circus that took place back in 1793. So it's American Circus Day.
You love the circus.
I love the circus and the circus history, and there's so much of it going on right here in Arizona.
I'm surprised you didn't wear a circus theme outfit today.
Well, I could have worn a clown outfit, but
Oh yes, we've seen the clown outfit.
yes, we've seen the
Yeah.
clown outfit. So, but yeah, no, I mean, I love that there was so much going on here in terms of circuses, and so, you know, and some days life is a circus, so we're
That's
celebrating
true.
that today.
That is true. We've got a circus school here, so
Yeah.
there's a lot of circusy things to love about Arizona.
Exactly, and I mean, there have been so many circuses here. There's a little, the Americana Circus is kind of cool. It's a family circus where literally it is just the family.
Yeah.
And all the extended kids and nephews and everything else. So
Yeah.
lots of fun. It is also Pony Express Day.
Oh boy.
Yeah, you know, the Pony Express revolutionized speedy delivery of messages and packages.
Is that why you said letters earlier? You were
Yeah.
still thinking about
And
the Pony
because I was like
Express?
getting excited because it was Pony Express Day.
Okay.
And so, you know, those folks who first started being those riders, basically where no one else would go on their horses delivering packages, and you know, quick might not have been the operative word, but it was faster than what there was before.
That's true.
So, And we actually have the oldest continuing running leg of the Pony Express right here in Arizona, the Hash Knife.
That's
And
cool.
so that kicks off Parada del Sol every time they leave up from Holbrook. They then come here with all their packages in Scottsdale, and when they arrive to Scottsdale, that kicks off Parada del Sol.
Woohoo!
So, indeed. And so then today is Rainbow Day. It's just a spectrum of light of a multicolored arc appearing in the sky, caused by the reflection and light with light and water and covering the Earth's atmosphere. And so today is a great day to celebrate.
I love rainbows.
Exactly.
You can make them in your own backyard with sprinklers if you want to
you
celebrate.
Well, and yeah, you could do that, and also, it'd be nice on a hot day to celebrate rainbows.
It would be, yeah.
And so, or you can just blow some bubbles, because you also see rainbows in bubbles.
That's very true.
And so there's lots of ways to
Or
celebrate.
you can get the little prisms and hang them in your window and...
But not in your rearview mirror.
No.
No, not a good idea.
Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah. Because then that sun will come through, and at some point it'll hit you in the wrong spot in the wrong time, and
Nope.
disaster will befall.
Whoopsie-doodle. Yeah.
Yeah. And then, oh my gosh, it is National Burrito Day.
Yum!
So go out and get yourself a burrito. You can find them all over the valley. Many places make them across Arizona, all those little mom and pop shops. And they have been on American menus since the 30s.
Do you have a favorite place to get a burrito, Marshall?
The Burrito House
That's a good
over on 7th Ave.
Yeah.
And so,
Yeah, no, that is good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
okay.
And
I
what
can't
ab-
argue with that.
what about
No,
you?
I think I'll go with that
Okay.
one too. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we could go get burritos. We could celebrate circuses. What are some other things we could do today?
All right, so our first one was actually sent in by Nayeli Lopez from ASU Project Humanities, and this is the We Want the Funk early preview screening at the Marabella at ASU in Tempe at 2 p.m. There's a lot of words here, so bear with me. So basically, this is the Indie Lens pop-up presented by ITBS, Independent Lens, and Project Humanities. And like I said, it's an early screening of We Want the Funk, which features live music performance by Sandra Bassett and September Soul. And this is basically a doc that features some of the most iconic musical legends, including James Brown, George Clinton, Questlove, David Bowie, Elton John. This was directed by Stanley Nelson and co-directed and produced by Nicole London. And this documentary is a syncopated voyage through the history of funk music. So this is from 2 to 4 p.m. It is a free event, but they are asking that you RSVP. So We Want the Funk. Yeah, that sounds like actually a really great documentary. Yeah. All right, we've also got Cirque du Soleil in town. Crystal at the Phoenix Arena in downtown Phoenix is happening at 7 p.m. tonight. Basically, this combines ice skating, so world-class ice skating with jaw-dropping acrobatics, and it's a journey of self-discovery about a creative misfit who dives into a frozen dream world where imagination takes the center stage. So tickets are $59 plus, depending on seating. Doors open at 6, and the show is at 7 p.m. This is going to be a good time. This is the Chandler Jazz Fest at the A.J. Chandler Park at 5:30 p.m. today. And this goes on through Sunday. So basically every April, downtown Chandler turns the spotlight on its jazz scene with the return of the annual Chandler Jazz Festival. And it's Jazz Appreciation Month, if you didn't know. So this festival has a really cool lineup of local talent. It spans lots of different genres, from traditional to fusion rhythm to smooth jazz. It's a family-friendly festival, so you can bring the whole fam out there. And there's altogether 40 hours of live performances going on.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
It is a lot. So you can bring blankets and chairs and get cozy and just hang out for some outdoor concerts. They are letting folks know that this is a completely alcohol and smoke-free event. So none of that.
Ah.
Yep. And then hours definitely vary all through today through Sunday, but it is totally free to event. So you can just look up Chandler Jazz Fest and get all the details there. This one sounds like a really good time. Alcohol is included in this one. It is blind wine tasting at the Valley Bar, happening at 7:30 p.m. So this is...
So they put you in a little blindfold?
That's how I visualize it.
It's like, here, drink some wine.
I know.
Open your mouth and we're going to pour this in.
See, I think that would be fun. I'd be down for that. But it's basically for an hour, you get to chat and learn and experience 4 different wines with a tasting expert. And you'll be provided tasting cards so you can kind of help expand your knowledge. And there's no right or wrong answers when you give your feedback. Obviously, this is a 21 plus event, and it's $20 to attend.
Yeah, toddlers not welcome.
No, nope. And we've got the Sprout Film Festival at Pollock Tempe Cinemas today and tomorrow at 11 a.m. These are exclusively films that celebrate diverse lives and creativity of people with intellectual and developmental disabilities. And then basically tries to challenge assumptions and break down stereotypes. So this whole festival is about introducing really powerful, thought-provoking films around the world to, you know, inclusive audiences, and they're really trying to just promote acceptance, celebrating their differences, and then sparking a light to help make the invisible visible. So this is a really cool opportunity to see a unique selection of films, and it's only $6 for each day for the festival, and it's starts at 11 a.m. So yeah, that's a cool theater to go to. It's really kind of fun and a good time. So
nice.
Yeah.
All right.
So there you have it.
All right. So let's talk about some birthdays.
Okay, let's do
Wake up, hey, it's your birthday. Jump up, go have a great day. Everyone has come to see you. Make a wish and hope it comes true.
All right. So when you think of chimpanzees, who do you think of?
Tarzan. No, Jane Goodall.
Of course, Jane Goodall. I mean, she is basically considered to be the foremost expert on chimpanzees for like 60 years. And so she is turning 90 today.
Yeah. What a remarkable woman. And she actually has a master class. She has all sorts of things that you can want. And she's just, I don't even know. I don't have enough words to praise her. Yeah. But if you get a chance to take a workshop or see anything that she's taught, it's worth it.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, she really kind of changed how even I think the world looks at chimpanzees.
Yeah. Well,
So-
and you know, as a woman too, she really had an unusual life and an unusual
Right.
path, and
Right.
she's very open about what her life was like, and that was so inspiring to me as a young woman, kind of carving an unconventional path for myself.
Okay,
you know,
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Right. And then also another woman, Doris Day.
Doris Day.
Que sera, sera.
Yeah.
I mean, so many movies, so many songs, Pillow Talk, The Man Who Knew Too Much. She also was an animal welfare activist as well as an AIDS activist.
Yep.
And she really was kind of that classic girl next door.
I love Send Me No Flowers. That was one of my favorites. Oh, and that Touch of Mink. That was another.
Oh, yeah, Touch of Mink is a classic.
I mean, some of them are problematic now when you go back and watch them. But Touch of Mink was with Cary Grant.
Right.
Yeah, that was a good one. Yeah.
So, yeah. And then Eddie Murphy is turning 63.
Oh, I love Eddie Murphy.
48 Hours, Beverly Hills Cop, Trading Places, The Nutty Professor.
Ugh, he's so amazing. One of my favorites.
Dreamgirls, right, exactly. I mean, he was on Saturday Night Live for like 4 years in the 80s.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Just was on the 50th anniversary special.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yay, Eddie Murphy.
I mean, has a record career as well, so has some songs out there with his name on them. So, yeah. All right, and then our last birthday is Earl Floyd, a.k.a. the Big Cat, the first black person to play in the National Basketball Association, the NBA, back in 1950.
Wow. Okay.
So, indeed, I thought, what a great way to just kind of end our birthdays with
Yeah.
some greatness.
Well, happy birthday to all, and to all of you that are celebrating. If you are celebrating a birthday, an anniversary, a promotion.
We want to know.
We want to know. Yeah, send us all of your good stuff to
But
celebrate.
not in a letter, because letters are
No
now.
letters. Nope, no letters.
I didn't know they were verboten.
I like that word. Hit us up on Instagram at On The Morning Show, or send us an email at hello@onthemorningshow.com, and we would love to give you a shout out, highlight some of the things. Also, we love getting events. So if you do have events going on and you want to send
Exactly.
us events, please do send
I
us
mean,
as
so,
well.
oh my gosh, so I love the list of things we're asking for. It's like, so events, things to celebrate, as well as now we want some love, sex, and dating questions.
yeah.
The list goes on and on. We just want to hear from you.
You have no reason not to talk to us.
Yeah.
Like, we've given you lots of invitations, so
Right.
just say it.
And with Courtney, as Ask Courtney, she said nothing is off limits, so ask
Great.
away.
Yep. All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us. We've had a fabulous Thursday with you today. It's Thursday, right? We're on Thursday.
Yeah.
Yeah, today
Yeah,
is Thursday.
it's not quite, almost to Friday. We're not quite there yet. Soon.
I knew
Tomorrow
it. I
we'll
knew
be
it.
there.
I knew that's why I wasn't fully excited yet, because it's not Friday. It's
Ah.
Friday Eve. It's Friday Eve. All right.
It
Well,
is
we
Fri-
will.
That's right. So be with us tomorrow for the actual Friday.
For the
not-
real Friday.
So not Friday Eve.
No.
So
Okay.
we'll see you tomorrow.